Hello, everybody.
Hello. Don't worry, I'm leaving. Just wanted to say hello.
Nicole joined me for the pre-stream. I do a quick 30-minute member pre-stream. So Nicole joined me for that, and then thought she would say hello.
Yeah,
so that we released the new Portal Builders Kit this week, and I was like, oh, I thought several days ago that'd be a great idea. I'll do a Friday Night Live. I'll build that, and then absolutely forgot about it until Nicole's like, oh yeah, I have a new kit this week, and I was like, oh, that's right. That's why I was going to do a Friday.
Agreed.
And then I totally forgot about it 100%. So, whoops. Oh, well.
So, you guys get to deal with this dummy. Idiot.
Yeah.
It's okay. I saw Matt was here.
Yeah, Matt will handle that load.
He'll handle the idiot part for me.
Forgot the kit. Yeah.
Literally, it's not just you, Harold. It's everyone. Not that he forgets about. It's everyone.
Jen, how do you like the fine line? I mean, I used it for, well, I've got the build right here. I'll show that in a second. And I loved it. It worked great. I'm big fan.
Yeah.
Big fan. I mean, I love masking tape.
You hate masking and taping, but you love masking tape.
I love I have a lot of masking tapes for somebody who never paints. So
ridiculous. Everyone have an amazing weekend. Kiss your wife. Tell her you love her. Not you.
Bye.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Bye. I'm switching over to my regular chair because this one is, you can just push it out of the way. It's fine. It's fine.
See you later.
Later. Nicole's going to start the new Drive to Survive season.
I forgot about that between now and then. No, I'm then and now. But yes, I am. You're right. I'm very weak.
I think that Jazz is trying to ask Nicole probably what size. I don't want to say the wrong size. I am not going to say. Masking tape and dry shampoo. Yeah. Well, you know what? I have decided that it has been worth spending the money on actual developer spray lately. I was just going the cheap route with dry shampoo, which works well. It just doesn't, you got to wash it off, and then it's kind of a pain in the butt sometimes. But if you get the actual vanishing spray, you don't have to do anything after the fact. So I don't do enough that I need to like worry about it. So, hey, hello, Emmett. Hope you have a good Friday. Are you watching, is Nicole hear that? Emmett.
My buddy. I missed you. Grandma brought something home for him. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
That Oculus that was.
Oh, there you go.
Somebody. Yeah, I have our matching shirt on, Emmett.
Do you have any CAD progress you can show us on the U4 build? Probably not yet. That's probably still a little conceptual for what I would want to actually show. But God damn it, I should good thinking out. Yeah, I haven't spent much time on it other than just like mocking up a few side profiles of a few cars with the wheelbase that I think that I'm going to use, and trying to decide. I'm trying to decide because I want to do a U4 build based on a techno platform. I think the techno platforms seem like just like the most bulletproof, the best built. So I've got the techno already. Dan built it for me, and it's set and ready to go. It's on the chassis of, oh God, I'm going to get the platform wrong, whichever one it was. It was like the 2.0 maybe. And, but I'm actually going to take and do a chassis swap to one of their longer platforms to kind of make the tire size, the wheelbase, width, and length all work out to how I want it. So once I get through and decide on that, I'm trying to decide on what Ultra 4 car I want to kind of base everything on. And the problem is that those platforms are independent suspension all the way around, but most of the U4 cars that I prefer are independent front, solid axle rear. So I'm going to have to kind of make an adaptation of what the Ultra 4 car that I like is and how that will then work on a fully independent platform. But that shouldn't be that hard. I think that it'll be pretty reasonable to do, and we'll get through it. So, yeah. The recommendations for a narrower 2.2 for West does narrower than, so the Vanquish 2.2s for like the Riots and the Battleborns are 0.8-inch wide, which is the same width as a regular 1.9. So that should be as narrow as you should need for a 2.2. I can grab my Helium up there and show you, see, I called it the right name, and show you how that looks with 5.4-inch tall 2.2s. But yeah, that gives you an idea. My baby turned 46 this year. Ooh, is that an ATS? You know which one that is. Are you going to paint the bug with an old that says no fan? Matt did the Playboy livery. I feel like you know what I should do? What was the game, the one that we always looked at as kids that had like the picture game in it, and you had to spot the items that were hidden in the photos? They were like, it wasn't like spot the difference. It was actually like spotting certain things that were lifestyle. Was it do a Geoguessr livery? Highlights livery. Just yeah, I remember Highlights magazine. I watched so much. I don't know, Mike. I was critical on some things on the latest Axial, so not sure. Wow. Just going to the NorCal We Rock comp on the 15th. I didn't even know it was a thing yet. Dan probably would have told me. Maybe I'll be there. I wasn't aware of it yet, but I could be there. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Oops, the bug looks sick. It's coming along. I'm looking forward to, we're going to cut the rear deck lid off, get rid of this rear deck lid. And then I'll get that whole rear motor assembly put in there. And somebody put in the comments of this video, because like right now there's this large rear section, and I do plan on putting a spare tire back here, kind of in this area-ish. But there's still a lot of room back there to fill. And while I will have a battery tray and such, that's not going to finish it all up. And I'd like to hide it. So I'm thinking the best idea could be another stereo. Could be wrong, but could be right. So just saying. Let's see. Oh, you have to do the half rear trunk, like some of the show. Half rear? Wait, I don't know what this means, Tyler. You're gonna have to send me this. Oh God. I do have the B2s, but I don't think that they would fit. I've got two of these, but I think that these are gonna have to be for a different application, because this speaker is probably too big to fit in the back. Yeah, by the time it goes in, like it goes all the way down to where the battery needs to be. So this is too big. That is too much subwoofer for this particular application. But you know, I think that we can find a different situation. So we'll make it work. But I mean, these will absolutely find a home. I just don't think that is the that would be the MTX jackhammer, right? So I've got 2 of these, and I'm thinking about putting those in like the full cab origin body, just because Elon needs those. I don't think that's the right. I don't think that's the right location at all. Inverted sub box, just up and out. Bandpass, 4th order bandpass box. So, man, I need that cage for this build. I mean, so my plan is to get the design done for this. I'll put a build package together for the cage, the seats, the rear fenders, a different set of front inner fenders, the rear engine assembly, and whatever I decide to do back here, as well as a dash. Yeah, there's still a lot, but what about decising the speaker with the spare tire? I want them to be seen. I like the way the speakers look. I want it to be a proper subwoofer enclosure. I'm just saying, it wouldn't affect the CG at all. Optic Terabug is my current project. Yep. We've got that almost finished printed at the office. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So, the hair on the dolls doesn't stand with the big. I know what you mean. Hair tricks on some doll, not the worst. Nicole showed up at the beginning of this, but she was on the member stream. Oh God. Put machine guns on it so Matt can leak it before you're finished. That's why he did it. That's why he did it. Are you using tree supports for the prints? I don't use tree supports for the cages. I use regular style supports. Oh, sorry. You're talking about on the on the Terabug from Night Customs. So all of the body panels, I used standard supports, not tree supports. On the engine prints, I used tree supports. So, yeah. And so far, it's been, I had a failure on the roof the first time, but I actually don't plan on using the roof on there. So, decided to just not reprint that. But everything else has been going really smoothly, and we're in good shape. Sidetrack or origin orange anodizing? Wait, what? I will try and tonight on my A1. Yeah, it should. I'm sure it'll work great. Night Customs does a great job. They're pretty impressive files. So, what stick radio are you planning to run for? Never. I used stick radios once in like 2007, 8 or 9 maybe. For regular DX6 when you had to buy the return springs separately for the throttle side. Anyway, but as far as what radio I will use, I have my 10PX still, but I have my Radio Master as well. And then I also have this new Fly Sky that is supposed to have MOA mixing in it. That's an option. Granted, I only have one receiver for it, but yeah. So I need to get the video done for this weekend. So it'll probably go up next week, but members may see it early just because I don't like putting videos up on the weekends very often. This they don't do as well. You know. What color are you printing the bug? I printed the Terabug in a blue matte, or no, blue silk PLA. And then I did the engine in a bamboo filament card called Nardo Gray. Never heard of that color name before. Never once. But yeah, SAC RC Fest. When is it this year? I have not made it to the last couple of years. I'll finally announce the 6-channel radio. Yeah, I had got some info on it, but I haven't actually seen the official release. So I guess maybe that's out. Is that the new 11-channel radio? Yes, this is that new FSG 11 something. What's it called? I don't know. But yeah, this is that new Fly Sky. So, asking me about my failsafe. Here's the screen of all 11 channels. I've been playing with programming, all that fun stuff. April 5th and 6th for the RC Fest. Interesting. What serial number are the H10 Origins up to? So how it works with those is that before the release of the cars, I had sent a bunch of cages out to anodizing in kind of the call it more standard colors, clear and black mainly, in preparation for a lot of that. However, I did have a couple of issues that popped up. So long story not so long. Some of the earliest numbers are going to be of a certain color, and then we started sending the very specific colors people ordered later. So it's going to do this weird kind of jump around thing, and there's too much to it to really explain the whole thing. But yeah, I wish probably the MT-12 had a screen like that. Racing case, I could not agree more. This radio, if this radio felt like this radio, as far as like the quality feel, like this radio feels like $1,000 Futaba radio. It looks like a $69 Bang Gang radio, where this one looks like $1,000 radio and feels like a $69 Bang Gang. So it's just need them to talk to each other. I have no idea what my merch number is. Eric, I will find it. Karina took a few days off for her birthday. So I have to check because we file all of the paperwork. I keep it all filed somewhere. Now, kid. So the origin serial number is based off spec, basically. It is influenced by spec. It is not based on spec. It is influenced by it only. So does that make sense? You still have the IXR? I do. Right there. IXR, FS11, Radio Master, DX3. Too many radios, and that's only in here. Yeah. So, how how many people work at Vanquish? 18. I think there's 18 people total. That's counting all the machine shop people, shipping, packaging, design, accounting. I think it's 18. Yeah, counting. We had 17. I hired a new guy a couple weeks ago. So, how do you recommend setting up four-wheel steer on a 4 p.m.? I would recommend setting it up as a 5-position switch on one of the DTs. So set up one of your DTs as a, channel 3, and then set it to 50 steps. So that will give you 5 positions. Plus, you guys released a new radio with extra long range. I don't need extra long range. I need some features that are hard to get. How do you like the setup for rear steer, button knob, etc.? Clint, that's a good question. That is your Metal RC. That's Clint, right? Anyway, so this one, as far as rear steer ability and such, I'm going to shoot a video on this weekend, and you'll see that soon. Now, it doesn't have like the MT12, where we're using this. This button on this one is a push button, in-out push button. So this one up here is a dial, but that's way too far away to be a viable rear steer option. So then you're either looking at DTs or what do they call these? They call theirs TRs. So you're either looking at these for multi-position switches, or it's got a roller right here. So you can see it under there. And the nice thing about it is that it does have a tactile neutral point. It's not wildly strong, but like if you know what you're looking for, and especially if you have a visual representation of the steering on the truck in front of you, you'll feel that center. You'll feel that center point. So that is that feels pretty decent. It is different than the other ones that I've used. I don't think that I've used a rear steer with a scrolling, rolling type wheel like this before, but I don't hate it. It still feels fairly natural. It does feel very similar to how I run my MT12 with the knob on it, because I run this, and that is very comfortable to me. I drive naturally in that position without any problem. But moving it down here feels maybe more comfortable in some ways. So I don't hate that. I like the roller, but I like my MT12. I have set it up on a switch to change my car from four-wheel steer, crab walk, and individual control where the rear is on a knob. I don't ever run the mixed type steering. So I never change. I always only run it independent. But I do know what you mean with, if that is a setting that you like, I can get it. Is VP sponsoring BTC? I have not reached out to them yet. So I probably need to do that and see what's going on. So when does the equipment facilities maintenance supervisor position open up at VP? I mean, that is that's not an out of the possibility type situation. I also need another in-house customer service person, preferably in-house. So, that's the question. Oops. I opened this during the members stream, the pre-stream, the first 30 minutes, but this is Liquid Death Root Beer Wrath. It is still sparkling water, but it's root beer flavored. And it is very root beer flavored. Like to me, it tastes like a root beer. It's actually very good. I really like it. Let's see. I need you to need out of house people. Yeah. Hey, Nicole, do the CS. It's not turning on. She's like, well, I don't know how to do that either. So I don't know what you're doing here. I can do machine facilities, but not customers. So when does the Dr. President election position open at VP? I think I know a guy. Too bad I'm in Central Valley. I've been doing customer service related work almost all my life. Maybe you could teach our current customer service guy how to use some certain words. Lots of jokes in our office. And I love root beer, so I probably need a case of it. It's worth trying. If you like root, I mean, I don't drink root beer often, so to me, this tastes just like root beer. But maybe if you're a huge fan of root beer, maybe it's not the move. I don't know. I'm just saying I like it. I'll be the Casey area sales manager. Yeah, I mean, customer service work is no easy job. Throw it away and stop being a nerd would be her response. Yeah, I can't. Or they'd say mean things and she'd be mean back. Like, you can't do that. You can't do it. You can't be mean. Yeah. Number one upseller in my shop, I can turn on the customer charms. I'm just saying. My sparkling water is beer flavored. I think it's probably different. Oh my goodness. I miss Mug. Is Mug root beer gone? Interesting. I didn't know. I do the CS remotely. No paycheck. We'll work on the barter system. See, I like the whole paycheck thing because then a lot more accountability. Just saying. But I had mentioned it earlier, depending on when you were in here. The point of doing the Friday live stream, well, I had said several days ago, it's like, oh, we got the new kit out. I should do a live stream about the new kit, build a new kit. And then I totally forgot about that part when I was like, oh, I got to do a live stream tonight. Didn't even bring one home. Yeah, I'm just saying. But I am looking forward to finishing this truck. It needs finishing because it looks silly without some of the finishing bits. I think once this rear, should we cut that off tonight? I feel like we should. Curious, does the shop app have an auto buy when in stock? The aluminum extra knuckles sold out suspiciously fast. So we have noticed that since we've turned the shop app on as an option for that type of stuff, that sometimes when these things come in stock, people who had the notifications on, they just gone. Like, and the other thing is that the shop app, I think that it sends out notifications in waves. And so yeah, it's a thing. I'm just like, yeah. I like the notification thing, but at the same time, I'm just like, oof, this makes some stuff disappear so quickly. But I thought this was a Geoguessr stream. We will do a Geoguessr stream, or we will do Geoguessr at the end of this. 8:30 to 9 Geoguessr stream. You can do purchase limits, can't you? Yes, we can. And I have them on a handful of products. So, which always makes people quite, but the other problem with the limits is that it then also applies to stores and distributors. So it's like, yeah, I don't know, 8:30 to 11. We'll start at 8:30 and we'll see how long it goes. T-Bird FPV. Thank you very much. Hey, Josh. I got some bad news today. I'm going to be a few months before I can finish having surgery on my left. Oh. Well, you know what? It gives you something to look forward to. That's okay. It sucks that you have to do that. At least it's your left wrist, though, not your right wrist. Because, I mean, obviously. Who the fuck is geoguessing? Oh, you just hang out for this whole stream and you'll find out. You see there's an A-main swap meet coming up. Fantastic news, Tyler. I did not see that. Hey, you missed my going back, racing case. Tyler, you're gonna have to find that link for me. You have the kit in front of you. Take it apart and build it. Not even a little bit interested in that suggestion. That's why I skipped that question the first time. So this is not a train channel. Different type of engineer. Wrist surgery site. Yeah. That's terrible. What my dad had when I don't remember. I was in college when he did it. He had carpal tunnel surgery. I know that was quite the. Is it like geocaching? No, it's so much cooler. Even though geocaching is also a lot of fun. I also like geocaching. We used to do geocaching on the motorcycles. So find it, ride around the city, stop, find geocaches. It was just like when you're riding street bikes around the city, like you need something to do. So it was just like one of those things. Harold, thank you very much. So next time you're doing some creative designing, we could use a nice machine turn for the optic. I mean, what caliber are we talking here? Geocaching is fun. My dad still does it. We did it as a family. I didn't learn about it until I was in my 20s, at least. And it was my 20s for sure. But it was probably my later 20s. And it was so much fun on the motorcycles. Wouldn't that be 0.05 cal? I'm just saying. Never less than a 50. God. Thank you, Tyler. Appreciate that. I am all for more swap meets. I have more stuff and I have more organizing to do and so much stuff we can get through. I'll fill the Jeep again and we'll drive it back up. Or I'll get a hitch put on the Corvette. No. It would be funny, but no. It definitely would tow better than the Jeep, but still no. All the warehouse blems and goodies. God. Catch MP82. I mean, I've never shot a 50. Never once. You can swap the stuff from your garage to mine. Did you guys so quick one. I talked about the member stuff all the time, whatever, but I did a video last night. I'll show you guys a quick little version. Oh, actually, I can do this airdrop to the Mac Mini. Sending. And then I'm going to wait for that to send from my phone. But last night I had to do a bunch of prep in the garage to get ready for the electrician to come today because I had planned out to have all of the lighting redone in my garage as well as electrical put along the side that will be for the fabrication stuff. And we're 50% through this video. This is a long video, a lot of me talking because, you know, member videos are just a lot of me talking and showing you random shit from my phone. But I want to see a full pallet shrink wrapped at a swap meet. Mystery box swap meet. Boxes, just shrink wrap boxes. Like, hey, I just put a price on the outside. Like, you don't know what's in there. You don't know. New approach to swap meets. This could work, guys. I will say I have not had great luck selling at Chico swap meets, though. Like, there's just not as many buyers as I would have hoped. Now I'm gonna take this one and send this one to my Mac Mini. Sending. Okay, so RC four-wheel drive pen. That's evil. Well, you don't do electrical, so I can do electrical. I'm not actually that afraid of it, but more than anything, it's just time. So, you know, Romex and light fixtures, shit like that, like no big deal. Not that worried, but it's just more time than anything. So I'm going to show you video file downloads. I'm guessing it's nope. I think that it's this one.
Hello, members.
Shh. I'm not trying to. Oh. See, anytime you pause the video, you look as dumb as possible. But this was my previous garage look. So you can see the lights were hanging down. And hold, please. Just a bunch of stuff. So you see the lights were just hanging down from chains. And then you can see the, look at the electrical. Let's see. See that like extension cord drooped around? Those all thread rods were holding a rack that was mounted to the ceiling so that you could like store stuff above. But you can see all like there was 4 fluorescent lights in there, and each one just had electrical cords just like draped and then stapled to the ceiling. Just terrible. So that was and there was 4 of them total, and that's what it looked like. You can see everything just draped down, and this looks already 1,000 times better than this garage did when I moved in, because like my father-in-law fixed the holes in the wall, and then he did that paint on there to make that look better. We put those shelves up. Those were the old shelves from the previous studio, and yeah, that. I like the rack you literally just showed. Let's see if there's anything else that's worth looking at. And not really. This gives you an idea of what was going on. But my previous shop, I only had this light above my fab bench. That was basically the only functional light in my old garage. That was what I filmed everything on. That was all that I ever really had. So now I did 8 of these 4-foot LED fixtures. You can see. So those 4 are basically just over what the fab area is going to be. And then on that wall back there, see that conduit that goes across? The electrical panel's straight on the other side. And top of the garage door I opened, it's not quite. But those LEDs are straight over top. I did 8 of these fixtures total, and it absolutely, it's so nice. Now, 3 of those fixtures are covered when the garage door is up, and sometimes I do fab with the garage door up, but then I have natural light from outside. Either way, these fixtures also have color temperature selectors on the side, so you can do cool, warm, or like there's three, whatever it is. It's like 6,000, 4,000, and 2,800 Kelvin. This is set to the medium, the mid temperature, and then it also has a lumen setting with 3 settings as well. So absolutely great. And then on that wall, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 gang boxes. So 16 individual outlets, 8 plugs or 8 actual outlets with 16 plugs. And then there is another one which has a USB and a separate, it's like a 20 amp one. And then also the 30 amp 220 welder plug. So everything there absolutely set. Most of the shop is going to be focused onto that side. You meant 2,700. That sounds right. 27, 28, whatever it takes. So I'm just saying, if those weren't LEDs, you'd get noise complaints from the buzzing. That is crazy bright. It is so nice to have some light in there. It's called a receptacle, duh. Whatever. But I'm just saying, the difference in the amount of light in this thing now versus this, like this is all the lights on in this video. It's wild, the difference between these two things. I am so happy. It's just so stoked to have freaking light in the garage. So that's what that all got done today. Added 2 new circuits for that. The welder is on its own dedicated 220 circuit. All of the outlets in there are on 2 new circuits as well, so that it's just, I don't have to worry. They're heavy duty circuits. I think both of the new circuits are split between them at 20. They're both 20 amp, and yeah. So now no more excuses on crooked parts. How much was the shipping for Texas? That ain't legal. Jersey scaler, truckloads of hate from Warren County. Kings. Warren County. Need to know what size rear links need to make a VRD builder's kit. 12.3 wheelbase, please. Looking to shorten by 0.3. You're going to want around a... You're going to round a 120... 121 lower, 116 upper. We're very close to that. 120 lower, 115 upper should probably get, or 116 upper should probably be able to find links in that range to make that happen, if I was guessing. So, would you go as far as to say you're chuffed? I would just like to know when you know you've been chuffed. Like, I feel like someone has to tell you you're chuffed, so then you can bookmark that and be like, this is the level as which to chuffed can be said. Let there be light. Add some metal wines coating to the under the plugs. You will think, Eric, I saw your comment on the member video and I was thinking about that. I was like, that's probably worth. I'm even thinking, like, if I need to, I can pull that conduit off the wall and put it behind it and go up further if I need to. So I will be, I'll definitely investigate that. My other thought is that I need to build a bench along that wall. And I'm thinking I'm going to try and have some 4x8 or 4x12 sheets, double bent, to give me a back and then at the flat and a down. So I haven't decided yet how I'm going to do that or what, but yeah, I will. I'll definitely consider it because I'd like to be able to have the bench with the break in it, just because it'll make it easier to wipe down and out rather than it all falling down behind the bench. But it's not expensive. Put some shiplap up. Shut it. Lampshade. Run 120 lower, 115 upper in both my 11 3/4 West Virginia trucks. 11.3. Do you mean 12.3, blind guy? I'm guessing he means 12.3. No more holding flashlight for dad in that garage. S&K Steel in SAC. Oh, thank you. S&K. I don't know who they are. I feel like I've heard S&K commercials, but I think that was for like carpeting or something. S&G, not S&M. It's a different one. Fight me, Corvette boy. Needs to be stainless steel too. Are you not bougie enough? The mirrored stainless, so that you get the more light, more reflection, more light. Just so yeah, yep. That's the TRX4 Sport High Trail or Trail Rock. Wait, what is Trail Rock? I've never heard of it. TRX4 Sport Trail Rock. High Trail. I don't know what you mean by Trail Rock. This is not something that pops up for me. It's the not lifted version. For me, it's the not. I would go not lifted. The lifted version makes sense if you're trying to do like just mudding or things like that. If you're trying to do anything that's like actual trail running and you need performance, the lifted version is going to suck. It just does. It's too high. It's too, yeah. Trail Rizzy. Trail Rock Lizard. Great. The S&G Jingle Earworm Foundation. Is it S&G? Now I gotta look up YouTube. The is it S&G carpet? S&G carpet. 2021. Now I have to hear if this is the right one. And if it is, our quality is affordable. This channel has 60 subscribers. Hold on, I'm waiting for the jingle so I can just play you guys just that. You don't have to hear the rest. Oh, yep. There we got 20 seconds in. You guys ready? You ready for this? That answers my question. Thank you so much. Hey, no problem. Thank you very much. We're going to do share screen, S&G carpet, share. You've got, I wonder how loud this is going to be. I'm going to put it halfway.
SNG more than carpet. Go to sgcarpet.com for the showroom nearest you or to have their mobile showroom come to you.
It's just that that jingle.
Big. SNG more than carpet. Go to
I don't know if you can hear that or just me, but it's more than carpet. Don't do it. We hear it. Building myself new wheels and forgot that the rings come in singles. Who does that? Because sometimes you're building 5 wheels. You need a sing. Come on, Kurt. This is amateur hour over here. How could you forget this? It sounds like F and G. The F and G did it since 1948. Call JG Wentworth 877 cash now. I love a good jingle. It's my money I want. What about O'Reilly's? Oh, there's so many good ones. So many. Just saying, you can't beat a good jingle. The thing burns like an S&G carpet. It's missing the hook. See, I just know the S&G more than carpet. we got the meat. Oh my God. The Cal Worthington and his dogs. I don't think I know Cal Worthington's as much. Do I? I don't think so. So yes, Cal wait, isn't Cal Worthington used car dealer? Isn't that from Family Guy? Or am I just making that up? What about the cars from Kids? Oh my God. Where quality is affordable is the hook to that song, evidently. So you learn something every day. Get in the zone, auto zone. Need a car, truck, go seek it. Rent and Link on your and a few great commercials, but trust. Oh, I'll have to go find it. I missed your last one. I do still watch Good Mythical Morning and the Rhett and Link channel on occasion as well. I really like what do you call that? Good Mythical Morning. It's good, just like, it's just like something about watching it, just like I got the Barrett from Goat Models. Very cool. I also have the Barrett from Goat, and it is pretty cool. The I got the Barrett, a 1911, and one of those other guns. couple other ones. I make American parts for the American people. Clap on the clapper. I had a clapper growing up. I had the one that had 2. So you clapped twice for one and then clapped 3 times for the other. The around here in Sacramento, there's not a jingle, but billboards, right? And there's dueling lawyers here in town. Getting a crash, call Ash. She's everywhere. And then there's something wrong, call Ann Fong. So those are the two. Those are the 2 around here that you see. Sides of buses. Ann Fong. Got in a crash, call Ash. I'm just saying. You really seem like I love a good gimmick. I've been susceptible to those ads forever. Not just Instagram ads. Rad Rap, I am not posting your comment. Is that a Proline bug body or a Proline Baja bug body? What? There's difference? This is the, what the hell is this? Does this tell me what I bought? I showed it in the video. As far as which one it is, I don't know if it tells me. It just says crawler bug on the license plate. So maybe see if you can see that in the photos, and then it's that one. Bing dang ow. We too low. Bang dang ow. Holy fook. Oh my god. Slap chop. You're gonna love my nuts. I think I say that every once in a while. And people like, I don't know, something comes up and I go, you're gonna love my nuts. And they're just like, what? I'm like, it's from a commercial. Like, I don't remember that. I think the Yeti you sold me has the Proline Baja, but I can't remember where did I get that Yeti from, Eric? That was that Flip That Truck? That wasn't it? One is made for the Slash, the other is made for the 12.3 wheel. This is for the 12.3. Yeah. The hole in bit. But why do I feel like Matt's Rocket will have a Megalodon feel? You could be right with kind of what he was talking about on what he did. He put What's on the Bench up yesterday. He showed that. And I mean, with what he was talking about, it could. It definitely could. The colors and all. So the Rockabilly, still one of my favorites so far. Oops, I don't know if Racing Case is in here still. I've got his steering wheels right here that he sent me. But and then hit the hood. He made me a carbon fiber hood, which no, that is the printed one I took off. Where did the carbon fiber hood that he made me go? Oh, right under where the truck was. But this truck is still one of my absolute favorites. So I love the way that this thing looks, especially with the Corvette inspired hood on it. Can't be beat. Love the way the interior came out. I just like this whole truck. So I need to get the paint work done and finished, and yeah, just something about it. 588-2300 Empire. Oh, wow, so many good ones. Still, that the Baja Bug, even though it fits the slab, I wouldn't know anything about that. You should paint the bug with a bunch of us logos and a leaky faucet. Only a little jerk. Gabe's G Bug. What is that? I don't know what that is. They're magically delicious. Oh, so many cereal jingles growing up. God, they were so good at roping us in as kids. C7 or C8 bet. C7. C7 inspired with the easier to see on the printed than it is the carbon, because the carbon hides so much. But it's got the body lines that go up to the center vent. Hood lines, while they're exaggerated in, they are accurate. I did take an accurate model of a C7 and then use that as my baseline. So it's got the flat ridges at the top that go down to where the headlights would be. They would flow into. But yeah, That was definitely the move. The C7 hood. Where'd you get the lights from? Home Depot. That is where those came from. The electrician picked them up for me, but they are from Home Depot. They were $70 each. Going to my text messages. Dusty. Lithuania. Don't think that's what it's called. The Lumen integrated LED white wraparound light fixture with switchable color temperatures is what they're called. $69.97 each. You can't really see them because they're just a white light. But yeah, can I tell you a part number? I cannot. And you might be a long ways behind because you're talking about the lights and where you haven't been talking about that for a while. So top rated. Lithuania? Is that how you spell it? Lithuania? They're great. Do you have any time I do a George for the driver in that? I don't, because I don't run drivers. But I guess I have to for We Rock rules, so maybe I'll find a driver. $70 each, and you did 8? Listen, you got to see. You got to see these things, and that it's important to be able to see because it's such a difference to have. Like, look at that place. You could damn near do surgery in there. You do. Hey, if you, what was the guy who T-Bird FPV? You got that wrist thing that needs fixed up? Let's take a crack at it over here first. I got a bandsaw, a X-Acto knife I've only used a handful of times, and I think we could make our way through this. It's always a 2 trip to Home Depot. See, I prefer Lowe's over Home Depot. However, my electrician friend, who is a crawler friend, he's also the electrician we use for the shop. He found these at Home Depot because maybe that's where he prefers. And then I was gonna do 6, and then when I was laying it out this morning, I was like, maybe we do 8. And he's like, yeah, I think so. So then we did 2 more. And it's HD Supply. We've got one of those not too far away either. So no, thank you. Listen, you have no copay. We'll just go. How hard can it be? You can spot a cavity just standing in there. Your eyes should already be adjusted. You won't need a welding mask. Let's see. I think that's too many letters, but they're in Ontario. Hey, look at that. I didn't know that. Interesting. Don't use a drill. Let's get away from you. I'll turn the speed down. Get in there. It's plenty bright to film the garage. I agree. And I've got my old PCs, so I'm thinking about setting up one of them permanently in the garage so that I could live stream from the garage when I'd like to. I think that'll work. So I'm gonna put some serious thought into that. So garage is brighter than my future. Just say before garage door down, kind of dark, it felt dark, but it didn't feel ridiculously dark to me. It just felt like, I was like, I feel like it could definitely use more light. This is a lot more light than my other garage had already. It's got 4 fixtures in there. Like, that was quite a bit more than I had before. But I was like, it looks really bad. So I was like, I should I want to do the light in it. You can see here, there's no electrical on this wall. Well, there's no conduit with electrical. And then this one, now you can see all the conduit down that wall. Whew. I don't know that it is, but I'll work on it. Where's the 24 crawler course going? Nowhere. I'm not building a crawler course for home. We skipping over the metal ghost? That is one of Nicole's Halloween.
Sort of organized through stuff. Fab tables still got
Stop. Can I not? Oh, there we go. There's linear algebra in case you needed to know how to do any of that. Then can I get back to where it is? It's one of Nicole's Halloween. Oh, there it is. See? The Halloween decoration. Got a steak. Put it in the garage. There you go. Again, I don't think it's definitely the video's fault. Shit, like a little more homey. All this members only got. That's why there's no audio, because the goods are in the audio. No, this I just like looking at it. It's so bright now. Yeah, algebra of all the things. Where's the bodies, Garth? Was hex lighting too much? So I did give that actual thought at first. And I was just like, I feel like the hex lighting is going to look like, I feel like it was going to look cheap if, you know, in a lot of ways. I don't feel like the hex lighting, I don't know. I feel like there is good looking hex lighting, but there's also a lot of really bad looking hex lighting. And I felt like it was probably going to look dated too quickly. While this stuff will also look dated at some point, for sure. Hands down. And I knew that when I put it up. I'll have stuff on the wall. It won't necessarily. So like, it's fine. Once I have this room looking the way I want, I think that will be fine. But I think the hex lighting is just, it's just not what I was going to be happy with in the long run. So I just wanted bright LED fixtures that I had some control over, and I was good to go. Where is your printer? Office or different room? Can you stream and print? I can't. It is right. See it right there? Just out of view. So the view, when I have the camera set in this position, you're just barely at the printer and you're just barely at the entrance to the closet, which I showed before how I got that built out. I put all of I took the closet doors off, and then I built out the new shelves in there. So there's one more row below what you see there, which are the larger bins that I have. There's one row above that or below that. And then there is that row and then two more. Well, you see part of that, the next one. And then there's another one above that. So I got a ton of storage back in this area to help me stay slightly more organized. Yeah. If the garage is super clean in every way, the hex looks good. Otherwise, yeah, I could see that. If you had it set up like a showroom level type thing, sure. You know, like if it was just your garage, it was in there. It does look cool when it's reflecting off the car, but I'm not that guy. So yeah, it's you know, not for me. I mean, I have to admit, I loved it when I was first seeing it online. I thought it looked freaking great, but now I'm just like, I don't know. So not for me as much. When is your tractor coming? You talking about the Cross RC tractor racing case? I talk to our new US cross distributor pretty regularly, and I keep bugging him. I say, "Hey, where's my tractor?" He's like, "I'm trying, man. I'm trying." It's not for boomers like you, son of a. I am a millennial. Thank you. I really think that wall of your right shoulder looks great. My right shoulder or the camera's right shoulder. So I like the way that it looks as well, especially once I get the artwork on this wall and then a couple of shelves. I think that the biggest purpose of it in general was to hide the door. And that was my goal. And while Nicole has been in here and didn't close the door, it's still pretty good. Next is getting to work on that wall and getting, so these are the new fixtures for the shelving that I put in. And I bought 3 to test. And they're a really nice fixture, but they're so freaking expensive. I wanted something that I was able to hardwire myself, that you didn't have to use like their pre-made junction box connector crap. But to do that, to buy like a commercial grade art light like this, these are $25 each. So I'm going to need like, God, I calculated it out, like $300 worth of lights for the shelving that I'm going to put over here. They are dimmable. I can wire them in exactly like a $70 light expensive. Accent lighting for the art wall? No, this is going to be for the shelves that I've got designed for this wall. So there'll be one partial shelf that will get cut a little bit short so that the sim fits nicely back in the corner. Then there'll be 2 longer shelves that stop short of where the door will open to. Then there's one shelf that goes from the far side over top of where the door will open as well. So that'll have everything. And that's where these will go. So there won't be any of these on the very top shelf because you don't really see it in this view. But they will be on the bottom side of that shelf and each one below it. So it's just a lot. It's just a lot. I got 10 lights on Amazon for less than $70. I wanted some pretty nice fixtures that I wouldn't have to worry about so much. And I don't want to hear the criticism about my I just think that it was a good decision, and hopefully they last now for quite some time. I can't be sure, but I think that it'll work. So once I get these done, these are a nice, or actually that was one thing that I did find, is that I found that the ones that I ordered were a little bit more cool white than I was hoping. I was looking for something more warmer, 2,700 Kelvin or so. So I may end up swapping these out. Yeah, these are 5,000. So while they're not terrible, they're not. So I've got my, let's see. I've got my voltage generator here. I've shown these before, but I'll show you. So these go up to, what do these go up to? 24 volts. Hold, please. Where's the box? Armacost is who these are from. Or Aramacost, I don't know. 12 to 24 volts is what these are at. So if I turn this up to 24 volts, So that is 23.6. That's a little bright. Looks like my garage at this point. So that is not where I want to be. Now, if I go down to 12, it's still too bright. But if I go down to 9, that is about perfect. And I don't want to center them over the truck. I want them to be to the front side of the truck, about like that, so that you get the light on the front or on the side panel. I could tilt it to it if I wanted, but the idea is to have the wood routed so that these go into the pocket. But I do have provisions so that if I need to add 5 degrees, I can still do that with like a 3D printed adapter, and they'll still be nice and hidden. So yeah. Again, that's 9 volts. That is 24 volts. Like you can do hand puppets on the wall. But you go down to 9 volt and look, you don't get anything on the wall. You just get the nice glow of the truck. Oops. That's 8. That's 9. So turn off. Why is this thing not turning off? Oh, there it goes. Just had to wind down. So there you go. Thank you for joining Darren's RC Adventures. New member, appreciate it. You'll be able to see all the dust from sitting on the yeah, I just didn't want to go with the RGB again. I wanted something that just looked a little bit different, a little bit, RGB was cool. I liked it for a long time, but I want this to feel more like a, I don't know, a den. You could smell the rich mahogany through the video. Jeremiah, good to see you. That should be your next live. Josh Really Designs presents hand puppets. Not hand puppets, shadow puppets. Track happy if they won't turn off. Oil lanterns. I need the flickering. Maybe some gas lanterns in here. That could go well. Let's see. RGB kind of ran its course. I think most people are going away from that. It's one of those things. It's just, I liked it for a long time. I thought that it looked fun and cool, but times change. I like a new look. I wanted a different look. I didn't want the same things. That's why I didn't bring the old shelves up here. I'm actually thinking about, speaking of the garage again, on that wall over there above all of that electrical, I'm thinking about putting in the same shelves that I put in on the far side of the garage, my old studio shelves. I'm actually thinking about trying to put those on. God, I talk a lot. What's wrong with me? Pointing at shit. So I'm thinking about well, you know what I mean. Whatever. So yes. Fuck, we're at age 30. Josh is getting fancier. Just trying to go with something new. This. Now we're going for grape. One of my other favorite flavors of soda. But again, flavored water. I love grape soda. Just so much sugar. Let's see. Was that the Infraction GTR on the shelf? Didn't think you still had that around. Yeah, it was. It's on top of my toolbox. But yes, it's still around. Fun car. It's I've got it, and then I've got my Limitless and the not Porsche bodies, but Porsche bodies up on top there. Quick question, Josh. Building a custom car is super quiet without the body. What can I do to minimize the echo effect when putting the body on? Cliffhanger in this case. You can get the little foam pads that go underneath of the body, or yeah, here you go. These things. So they're a little foam pad. Pop that center out. Like that. Put that on top of your body post. Then you put your body down on top of it, and that will help. Little thing, because yeah, bodies can get a little. The other thing is sometimes bodies just have some vibration and stuff, but these will help with like some of it. So it's an easy thing. I don't know where you get these. Amazon? Traxxas makes those as well, Moose Jaw says. But yeah. You can take Josh out of the hood, but you can't take the U4 build along soon. I need to get the Rockabilly up and listed first. That is first priority, and then the U4 build along will be the next. So, but yeah, that's current priority. I also need to get my fab area fabable. So obviously I said I was going to do that U4 build along before, like Nicole and I were talking about this whole house thing at the end of last year. And, she wanted to, move. She wanted to get into a place that was of better size. Cause our last house was about 1,000 square foot, and I spread out a lot. I have a lot of shit. My workstation was in our living room on the back side, so it shrunk the size of that. And then I took up one of the other, it was a den for this room, and just stuff everywhere. So it lived pretty small. Now, she was like, she wanted to be in a bigger place. And I was like, we're not moving unless we're buying a house. We're not doing it. So she's like, fine. That's after the first year, we'll start looking. And on December 31st, I had flown back here to Sacramento. She was still in KC, and she found a place, and she was just like, go look at this, like before she was back. So on New Year's Day, I talked to our realtor. I said, hey, I want to go look at this house. Came, looked at it. I was like, this is great. And she's like, put an offer in. Like, you haven't even seen it yet. She's like, just do it. Put an offer in, and we closed 17 days later. It was I technically put the offer in on the 3rd officially, and she still wasn't back home. And yeah, my master bedroom is 1,000 square. Jesus Christ. That's because you save big money at Menards. Oh, Menards is the best. We don't have them out here though. But yeah, that's there's no room for Nicole's stuff. Now, Nicole does not actually have much stuff. She is a pretty efficient person. But that's just kind of the way it goes. I have a lot of it. She doesn't need much. I tell her, and no. Hey, bandit. So that's the Midwest National Anthem. Oh, man. Growing up in Omaha, trips to Menards on the regular. Town Fair Tire. Never heard of her. This random place. Yeah, my 2-bedroom apartment is $975. Yeah, I mean, my first apartment in Kansas City was a 2-bedroom apartment, and it was like, it was about that size. It was about 1,000 square feet, and yeah, it just, you know. But luckily, that house we were renting for like what 4 years or so, 4.5. It was pretty affordable, so we were able to save a lot. We just saved and saved and saved to try and get into this California market, which is not easy. And, this won't be our forever home. There's just, there's a lot of things that we would love to have that this stuff's just isn't going to have that. But you have to get into this silly rat race out here to be able to do that. At this point, I'm going to get a 2-bed, 3-bath mobile home. Dude, let me tell you, if they had, like, if I could, talk Nicole into it, be like, hey, how about we build a 100 by 60 shop and we put a mobile home inside of it? She wasn't okay with it. I'm not saying that I could never talk her into a barn dominium. She doesn't hate, but like, it'd have to be a little fancier than that. It's understand. We'll work up to it. But, out here, fire and all that. Yeah. Judgment H10 optic kit bottoms out high centers more than my VS410. Would putting 2.2 wheels and tires be the right direction to get more clearance, or what other options? Rick. So Rick, which, the H10 has a longer wheelbase than the VS410. VS410 12.3, H10 13 and half or 13 3/4. So significantly longer. So putting larger tires on it, like 2.2 wheels with some larger tires, would be a possibility, and that would make it more similar in other ways to your VS410. The other option would be using the shock tuning rod ends that Vanquish has, and you could just change out the lower to the +5, and that will raise your ride height by 5 millimeters, which may also give you a noticeable bump. Yeah, so a couple of options there. A little bit. I usually like to keep my wheelbase down pretty low. I drive with a little bit of momentum, so I'll bump the belly up things, but air can't burn down a cave. I'm still do love the cave life idea. Barn dominium for the win. Oh man, barn dominiums. I look at them all the time. I'm just like, oh, they're so awesome. And then they're always in freaking Texas. Not that I don't like Texas, but I don't live in Texas, so that's not an option. High clearance links help as well. The high clearance links from the Stance or the VRD Carbon will work on the H10, and that might be an option for you. Buy a little missile silo, especially in the Midwest. One of those Nike silos. I think I could talk her into it. If I could buy one of those old Nike silos in the Midwest and then just build, she'd probably have to have like a regular house. And then I could have the silo as like the fab area, 12-story fab area. Talking about. My next home is on wheels, nomad style. Texas, buddy. I know. My garage is bigger than. I'm not counting the garage and the size of the house. That does not count. But just telling you, really deep swimming pool. Some of those Connex houses are awesome. Dude, you're not kidding. Some of them are freaking sweet. Idaho has them too, and it's a 45-minute flight away. Yeah, but like I'm already late to work every day, so if I got to go through TSA before work each morning, I'm gonna be later. Just build a barn dominium, Josh. I don't even know if you can in California. I don't know what the rules are out here with it. I've seen some that are done, but they're not done like an actual barn dominium. There's like, I don't know, so much weird stuff. Detached garage shop, 1440 with 12-foot ceilings and a 2-post lift. So I would really like to have attached. I will take just detached, but I would really like to have attached. Do you, Nicole, see yourself staying in California for a while? I've got some years before I'm to the age where I don't plan to be working anymore. And I don't see myself at this point leaving California before that. So we shall see. But the rules are move to Texas. Do you boat? A little bit. I do not own a boat, but I spend some time on a boat here. And in the Midwest, and basically wherever I go, I spend some time on a boat, it seems like. Yeah. Dude bought a Corvette without being ready to retire. That's probably. If PP moves to Texas, I'm moving to Texas. Listen, if we're moving out of state, I'm trying to move it back to Missouri. Probably not going to happen, though. Just saying. He's on a boat. I do. I enjoy being on a boat. Nobody enjoys being on a boat more than Nicole, but I have not bought her a boat, and I don't plan to buy a boat as much as she would like me to buy a boat. Nicole loves the water. So will I ever own a boat? Maybe. But if I buy a boat, I really need to buy a truck. So like I should buy a big truck. Then I have a big truck. I could probably get a big trailer for like an off-road vehicle as well. And then, I need to get that first, and then I could buy her a boat later. So I really need to get a crawler and a big truck first, Yeah. Yeah. A boat, a hole in the water that you just pour money into. I know. If I was going to do... So I ran across this Instagram page. Surprise. It was actually an Instagram ad. Surprise, surprise. That made these boats. And they're a pontoon boat. So we're talking cheap, right? But they're a pontoon boat that's actually kind of more like a catamaran, which isn't every pontoon. But the difference is like in the front of the bow area, instead of having the deck, they had it cut open like a catamaran, and then they had like the net. And I was like, oh, that is sweet. I really liked them. So I sent an inquiry because, of course, they don't put price in. You had to hit the thing to send an inquiry. And I got it back, and it was like $90,000 for a 14-foot freaking pontoon boat with like a 45 horsepower Mercury. And I was like, that's ridiculous. And then I started looking at Facebook Marketplace. I'm like, I could buy a used pontoon boat with a 200 horse Evinrude on the back, and I could cut this thing out in the front myself. I was like, that could be a YouTube series. A real truck this time. I'm just saying that. When will you show your H10 or Kyle Wolf? I believe that I remember typing your name onto a certificate of origin just the other day. Did I not? Did you already get yours? When will I show mine? I don't know. Because mine, but it's an Evinrude. I'm sure I could find one with Merc on the back. I just say, boat. Break out another 1,000. I know. Just saying. I'm just saying that what they were charging for these boats, it seemed pretty cool, was ridiculous. And you could, it's definitely my dad's side of me coming out, being like, That's ridiculous. I could build that out of this old piece of shit over here. Did you type my name on a certificate of origin yet? I don't think so. I don't think so. Have you seen videos of people take a semi-cab on a pontoon? No. Let me just see if I can find these pontoon boats to show you this $90,000 tiny ass pontoon. I think that it's called Cape Fear Cats. God, my memory is like a steel trap. So let's see. Yes, this. Now, it's not exactly a pontoon boat. Now that I look at it a little closer, it's kind of like a more like an actual cat. But let me see if I can find. I mean, hold, please. Okay. God, sorry, I hit the power button instead of the. So you can see the actual catamaran part, right? Like the front nose being like that. Hold, please. Oh, it's probably playing. This music is so. So you can see the front of it there. Like it's just you get a regular pontoon boat, cut the nose out of it, put a big old cargo net up there. You got yourself a $90,000 pontoon boat. Now these are the big ones with twin motors, and those were even more expensive. But like they're single versions. Well, that's just inappropriate. This ad is 90 minutes long. I see why those popped on your feet. That is not true at all. If I, from a very far distance, hit my explore page, I'm actually. Yeah, no, I'm not showing that. So yeah, there's a sucker point every design. I'm just gonna Cape Fear Cats. I'm going to share screen. I'm not saying I was actually shopping for these things, but let's go to their smallest one. Wait, not a cat? No. 20 Harpoon. Harpoon is view this model. The Harpoon is what I was like, oh, that looks cool. Comes in. I guess this is only 22. I swear it came with larger ones as well. Or shorter ones, smaller, whatever you want to call it. Where's contact? Whatever. This is why I had to contact, because they didn't show everything. But it's just a hole cut in the front of it. I'm just telling you. Ridiculous that they wanted so much money. So my explore pages suck, and even surprises me. I'm telling you what. I'm just like, what is happening on my explore page? This is not what my regular feed necessarily even looks like. I mean, there's hints of it at times, but this explore page is crazy. So yeah, anyway. Nicole doesn't need a boat. How did we get started on this? A fully built mini jet boat. It's about, yeah. I've looked at that a little bit as well. And I was just like, well, it's like, how much is it? Looked at the kits and I was like, okay, that's not terrible. Then I was like, then you got to buy a jet ski and tear it apart. And I'm like, well, that's not cheap. Tickets. Oh, God. I always think there's no way when I see the so, you know, it happens. It's fine. It might be fun. Then I have to join a yacht club. Yeah. You know. I did. Showed up Wednesday. Best coolest kid I've ever bought. Congratulations. I'm glad it arrived safely, Kyle. It's a lot of nerve-wracking when it goes. Harley designs a boat. I just well buy a carbon cub. I think I'm better off on the surface than I am as much as I would like to be flying. But I got a jet ski. Bring the kit and your welder will make it happen. Can we do a build along? Yes, see, we all just go buy pontoons off of Facebook Marketplace. Think I could talk Matt into this mayhem? Harley designs a mini sub, but not on purpose. Try a boat trailer first. Yeah. I'm drinking a can of dry and thinking how much better these taste than sparkling water. I do love ginger ale. That's one of my favorites. Geoguessr at 11:30 East Coast time. Yep. Well, that's what we'll start roughly 17 minutes. It could be like Cleats Treat Truck Challenge. I somehow don't think that I'll get Matt to agree to this. Yeah, I'm just saying. Vernon's for the win. I've never had Vernon's ginger ale. I like the Canada Dry. Yeah. That's how you know you made it. You drink sparkling water instead of peasant water. That would get like a week and a half in the year to use a boat. I feel like Matt is more of a canoe guy anyway, right? Doesn't Matt feel like a canoe guy? Just saying. Yeah, Matt, we gotta ask him. Like, Matt, what do you think about buying boats for a mayhem? Like real boats. We just say boats, you'd be like, okay. It's like, no, like a real boat. No. 5-panel canoe. It's a canoe, but it's like a stupid shape. Yeah. Kayak with an outfit from REI with pit zips. Dr. President Legend, thank you. 10 months. Okay, I'm back. What did I miss? Let me catch you up as to where we were when I left off. You had just got out of bed. And right now we're talking about boats. Buck, I'm just saying. Hey, look who's here. Mr. James Knight. James, we earlier talked about your new release, the Terabug. That thing is fantastic. We are mostly through printing it. And so good. So good. Just what a beautiful, beautiful design of that thing. Telling you, knocked it out of the park. Matt is a no engine boat kind of guy. Yeah, it's got to just be organically powered. Just guessing. Yes, my night is complete. We're gonna do it. I'm excited to build my Terra. I'm telling. I think so many people are going to be so excited to build that. People are going to buy 3D printers to build that thing. A paddle boat. I bet James would be down with the mayhem boat. James, what do you think about buying boats for a mayhem type project, but like real boats? Like you have to be able to sit in them and drive them around. Nowadays, that is a 164 scale book. That's a really small boat. Boats. You crazy? You're like down by the ocean and stuff. How bad could it be? There's got to be boats everywhere. Josh, think about getting the Bamboo A1 Mini. Good printer. So one of my guys at the shop, Dan Wilson, who many of you would be aware of. I'm sorry if you are. He has an A1 and an A1 Mini both, and he runs the absolute crap out of it, gets great results, and it's a bang for the buck. Great choice. I would say get the A1 if you can stretch just a little bit more. The size, stuff like that, A1 a little bit better. But if the A1 Mini just like fits the perfect sweet spot of your budget, it's still absolutely worth it. So absolutely do it. But if you can get the A1 instead, a little bit handier to have scale boaters. It's right in. I'm just saying, it's gonna be good. A1 Mini is awesome. I agree. A1 has the benefit of larger build plate. Yeah, it is nice to have that little bit larger build plate for some things, but the difference in cost between the A1 Mini and the A1 is pretty small for the benefit that you get. The jump up from there to like the P1S is quite a bit more. It's also nice, some nice stuff that you'll get in you can do, but the cost or ROI on just that A1 Mini to A1 is like the best bang for the buck. Would I get value from an X1C over a P1S? I have not owned the P1S, but it seems like it does just like it does most of what the X1C does. Like, is it not enclosed out of the box? Like you can enclose it, but it's not. And then the screen isn't like quite as wild, but the screen really doesn't matter. Like I use the screen, but you can do everything from your phone without that the screen would show you. So like P1S is pretty good value. I love my X1 Carbon. I just got a new one for the office and got it set up, and it's so nice having two going now. Oh. So, yeah. P1S is enclosed. Okay, so it is still, was it like the P1P that wasn't? I don't know. Either way, like I know a lot of people who've had really good luck with that P1. Biggest advantage over the X1 versus the PS1 is the range of materials without having to upgrade. Sure. That's a great bit there, James. As most like general 3D printing stuff, like the exotic materials are like, they're nice at times, but I don't use them. I print 90% of the time with PLA carbon fiber. I mean, that's mainly what I print with. That is the most that I do, which is the easiest materials. And then every once in a while, I'll use something fancy. But yeah, send me your old X1C. My old one's right here, and it's staying. And then the other one's at the office, so that we can prototype with that. P1P is open. Okay, that's what I thought. So yes. Yeah. I just got a P1S combo, and it's a beast. So happy with it. I mean, yeah. Josh, you don't print PETG and TPU? Yeah, sometimes, but it's like very rare that I do. I've got like the PETG high flow, which is pretty awesome. I have a ton of other materials. Like right now, I do have a spool of ABS glass fiber in there. I also have the PA6 carbon fiber in there. And I'll use those when I have like specifically like high stress or certain situations like that. But most of the time, most of my prints are PLAs. just because like for most of what I do, PLA is very strong. It prints beautifully. So it's just, it doesn't have the heat resistance, things like that. It is a little bit brittle, but that's just little things like that. If I only got to choose one material and I was going to run it forever, it'd just be PLA, and I can get most of everything I need most of the time done that way. So, how many new undriven rigs do you have to own before being considered a content creator? Asking for a friend. Do I have any undriven rigs in here currently? Technically, the new one that I just built for the new release of the Builder's Kit, and that's all that I have in this room right this moment. So now we want to talk about other areas of the house. I don't want to talk about it. I'm a PETG man. I do like PETG. God, CNC Kitchen had just one of the best videos back. It was probably a few years ago now, where he did testing of strength between like popular filaments, PETG, PLA, PLA plus, and maybe ASA or something like that, ABS. And it was wild to see the strength of PLA against those and how it was, stronger than PETG in most cases. It just didn't have the heat resistance. So it was just really cool. So how many RC do you have? Ugh. I bet I just sold a bunch at the swap meets and stuff like that. But if I was to guess, I'd say 60 to 80 ish. I'm guessing. I definitely couldn't name them. He has less since the move. That is absolutely true. Yeah. It's just like those 24 scales really pile up, just yeah, it's we're just talking about boats now. Treasure PLA parts don't work. I'm surprised you're not using PT. So no, I mean, not much work. Like if I was leaving them outside, things like that, then yes, of course. But like all of my welding fixtures, only PLA. I've done those in materials like PETG. It's an absolute mistake. For the welding fixtures, PLA is a must because while it does melt, it also comes off super easy and clean without even having to reheat. Where PETG or some of the fancier ones just absolutely just get stuck on there and you're chipping and filing it away. It's wild. Multiplayer Geoguessr. I have seen that. I've never tried it. I don't know. I can maybe try. Let's see how we can maybe try that. How many do you use regularly though? I probably use 4 regularly. Once or so a month. My current optic, my 4 dice. Those are the 2 I use the absolute most. My comp truck is the other one. That one I drive a lot. And then 3 that I use the most. Well, I would say the Jimmy's buggy, the moon. But well, actually, I sold the Jimmy's buggy that was my runner. So I'm probably down to 3 that I'm using regularly now. I used to run my Pro a ton more, but I haven't run my Pro I haven't run it in 6 months. So new member. Thank you, RC Astronaut. Good name. Foil the jigs. I'll definitely be trying that, Frank, as well. Let's see. We ran PLA on the H10 at BTF 24. Okay, if larger parts and wall thickness over 1.5 millimeters, and you don't leave it staying in direct sunlight for exterior, but PETG is best for durable. Yeah, the PETG's like it's got a bit of flexibility to it, which is nice. I don't print a lot super thin like that for the most part, and I rarely leave the stuff in direct sunlight. So, well, because of these lives, I'm going to order my first 10th scale in 10 years, getting the optic. Sluts will be so happy. But also, the optic is absolutely worth it. That is so much fun to drive. I absolutely love it. Ooh. What's the best kit to build for a first-time build? I would say in a lot of ways that it doesn't matter. I think that kits are, if you've never done one, it might seem a little daunting at first. And there is some kits that have just straight up bad instructions, and that can be a pain in the ass. But if you've been in RC for a while, the best one to buy for your first kit is to buy the one that you're like going to be happy with the truck later, happy looking at it, things like that. Because I've built, 50 Tamiya kits, and they're just, I don't enjoy like building the kit. The Tamiya kits is not enjoyable, really. Except the BBX was enjoyable, and the Tamiya King Hauler. I enjoyed that. The rest of them, not that much fun. I much more enjoy the like the new VS410 kit, the H10 optic kit. The base camp kit wasn't bad. What other good kits have there been in our area? The element kits are not great. What other been some? Traxxas had a kit version of the TRX4 Sport, which was a phenomenal kit because like their manual was like a next level good, which makes sense. Traxxas has amazing like resources on like that type of thing. And it was one of the best manuals I've ever used. But the TRX4 on its own, while it's a durable platform, it doesn't drive great. It steers like crap. It's kind of top heavy. Super durable though. It's a great kit for that reason. But again, like in the end, what's going to make you the happiest to run or to own, even to stare at? Even if you're not going to drive it very often, you just want to build something. Like what you're going to look at the most is important. So there's lots of good options, but I would pick it based on the end product more so than anything, just to be happy. Don't do a twin hammers for your curse kit like I did. Oh my god, the twin hammers kits with their hardware made of butter, warm butter, just awful. Oh my goodness. It's geoguessing time, nerd. Let's fucking go. For those of you who do not know what we're talking about, it has been 2 hours of this live stream, and we are going to do what is called, it's a game called Geoguessr. Now, this isn't for everybody, and I'm positive we're going to lose a decent amount of our audience here, but it's a game where it drops you into some random place in Google Street View, and you try and guess where you are based on context clues around there, from knowledge of around the area that you may know. It's a silly thing, but I enjoy this game immensely, and I did it on live a little while ago, so it's kind of fun. So I'm going to log in to Geoguessr quickly, and we are on. I used to be subscribed to this site, and I resubscribed a few weeks ago or so. Share screen, Geoguessr tab. We're going to switch to this. So this is what it looks like. I am going to stick with the United States because can you post the link to the site that you use for Geoguessr? I can't. This is the site that we use. Guessing. It's Friday nights F1. It's so true. It's so true. You're all welcome for this. So yes, I know that this isn't going to be for everybody, and thank you for everybody who joined up to this point. If this is the time you decide to check out, but you do this, you click where you want, because you can go anywhere, many places around the world, not just the US. You can go to specific countries. You can do, the first one is famous places, where you could see my lack of knowledge of culture from the rest of the world. I could make a fool of myself. Europe as a continent, Croatia, in case I needed to try and even find that on a map with a legend. Thailand seems like an awfully small place, might be hard to. Anyway, the US, the place that I'm most comfortable with and have spent the most time in my life. And then from here, you can choose things like moving, no move, or no move, pan, or zoom. Last time I did no move. We're going to go back to moving just because I'll show you. One's for the smug. Multiplayer code. We'll try that. We'll try that next. I'll try that one on the next one. So no time limit. Single, play along. Oh, wait. Play along. What can I do here? Stream your game. How to play. Got it. Have people join. Play. Okay. I guess that is a thing. You can just scan that code and then join. I don't know. I don't know how this works. I can copy that and I can give you a link. And then I guess you can click that. I don't know how that works either. We're going to start this game. So here we, there's a Dollar General. That gives it away. Hey, we got some players that were joining in there. Look at that. 3 players. We got a DQ. I'm confident that I will be last at this. It's a new Dollar General. We fancy. Doghouse Bar. Okay. 816 area code. I happen to know where that's at. Does this tell me? I mean, it's a pretty big swing of where 816 is, but let's try and get up to the road over here. Yeah, a freaking parking lot disaster. Give me the road. So just trying to find out. This doesn't really give me any context clues. If I can see some business names, see right there, Kansas City. Yes, 816 is Kansas City. I knew that because I was there for quite some time. This library, do I know this library? Oh, we're at Main Street. That helps. Is this like Harrisonville? South Outer, North Outer, 4971. Oh, wait, what is it? Is this a massive, look at that majestic roundabout. I mean, I love me a good roundabout. Okay. I know where we are. So we're going to zoom in. Kansas City, 71, South Side. This is going to be down by, okay, the triangle is right here. They call this the triangle. As you can see, it kind of goes down. That's Longview, not Maine. Red Bridge. Freedom Cycles down that way. We are right. What side of the road were we on? There's DQ. Boom, right there. Guess. Within 1 yard, 5,000 points. I'll freaking take it. This is the worst. He didn't design an house bridge in college. Stockbridge. I actually do know that. I do know that roundabout, that bridge pretty well. Oh, look at these street signs. Interesting. This looks East Coast. So do those trees. Southeast, maybe? Oof, this is an odd one. Let's see if we got a name on this. Looks like a hospital. Ugh, of course, we go into this. Freaking potato cam. Carolina vibe. Michigan State? Oh, because the Trojan? The Trojan on the side? That I like the idea. What city is Michigan State in? And yes, you can like Google things and like pinpoint this stuff really closely. That's not the fun part of this. Okay, Michigan does sound quite viable. Is that in Lansing? Does it sound like Lansing? I'm guessing Lansing. Michigan State. And where's a library? Fieldhouse, stadium, Case Hall, tennis courts. Of course, there's no goddamn library in Michigan. Kidding. Fitness. I guess that wasn't necessarily a library. It was by a dead end, though. So let's see if I can just find some sort of dead end. No. All right, I'm just going to drop it in the middle of the campus. And we're going to hit guess. Pretty close. I'll take it. You're the only person with a map as a host. Interesting. Didn't know that. Oh yeah, I should have looked up that street name. Oh my god. This is interesting. Something prosecuted, president surveillance. Sometimes these will stay like what state things happen to be prosecuted in. Oof. I got this. Does not give me vibes of any specific. I get this looks California, does it not? Hawaii? Is this? Oh, look at that. Those trees. That does feel Hawaii. Do we have street names from anything that sounds Hawaiian? Industrial? No, that does not help. Oof. Noodle factory? Napoleon Bakery. Let's see. None of this gives me a Filipino. Oh god. For produce. Hawaii. Look at that. You guys were right. Now, as far as what what island does that look like it would be on? I don't know anything about Hawaii, so I'm just going off of vibes. Is it this one? Honolulu? East side? West side? Whatever. Close enough. I'll take it. 9.5 miles. Oh god, I messed up one like this before. I was like, this looks like Florida to me, right? Doesn't that look like crabgrass, Florida style? Or at least southeast somewhere. I'm telling you, this is Florida. That look like an orange in the middle of that license plate? It's Florida, right? For sure. South Florida. Call it Fort Lauderdale area. Gainesville-ish. I think it's Gainesville side. Yeah. So we're going to drop down to Florida. Definitely looks Gainesville. Isn't Gainesville further north? That's a long way north. I don't disagree. It definitely feels, I don't know why, it just feels east side of Florida-esque to me. I'm going down closer to Stewart. No, it was up north further. Oh, wait, sorry. No, it was in the middle. Orlando, that's not terrible. We didn't screw up too bad with that. I said ish. Davis Laboratories. Man, what are these trees? Those do not look familiar. Republic. Can I see? Brea. Let's find Brea. Or am I thinking of La Brea? Isn't Brea its own area? I don't know where it is, though. Is it north-ish? I know there's a comedy club there. Brea. Boom. Yes. Look at that. View results. Look for the tar. Oh, yeah, the tar pits. The Brea tar pits. I think it's Colorado. I will take that result. New best score. That was quite good for me, especially. How do I find who did what? Wait, did it just make up a name for me? Am I Sunny Oasis? I mean, yes. It's obviously Korea. I sucked. How do I find who did? I ended up with a really good score for me. I mean, it's yeah. So this is this game. That's do an international one. Oh my god! And I'm just making an absolute fool of myself. All right, let's go. all. I want. Where is just the world? I want the whole world. Is there one that was just Jersey? Like one of them Warren County people? Okay, we're on the world. This is moderate difficulty. Still guessing the first place. That's the point. It's crazy, but fun game. I like it as well. So we'll do moving. We'll do a play along. I'll do that so you guys can. Oh, shit. Shoot. I did not. Oh, I can still. There we go. Still get it up here. There's that link again. I think it might be the same link. Anyway. Boy, trash. I've seen this in the movies where there's just like trash bins outside where people put a sack. Alabama. Is this the UK? That is my initial guess. Is the UK just trash in bins outside, or is it like South Africa? Wait, what did that say? Where's that? New Jersey. Eastern Europe? Puerto Rico. Oof. Well, I'm taking out it's definitely not the UK because I don't think that they have those stop signs. DC? Does not help me. Street cleaner man. Spanish Paris. Is this Colombia? Bogota? No, it doesn't look Colombia, does it? Oh, I am such a I have no dude, I got nothing. None of this gives me like it does look European to me. But those plates don't say Europe. I'm going to take a I'm taking a wild ass guess. Could it be that far? No. I don't know where. I'm just saying Bogota. I'll take that all day. 11 miles. What? What the? Damn, what the? Oh, I should quit now because that will never happen again. That was that was unbelievably lucky. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is dude, what? This definitely looks like Scandinavian red mailboxes. I mean, I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Like I've got no context. Oh my God. Finland? I was thinking Denmark. It doesn't, I mean, I wasn't thinking it was that far north in Finland. I guess it could be, but Estonia, Latvia, Denmark. I'm thinking Denmark. I'm just going to go northern Denmark. No, it is Finland. One of you guys was already there. I know it. Good guess. Good. Thank you. Oh boy. Italy? Got to be something like that, right? Oh man, I mean, it looks like the Pantheon kind of, but like it's probably not. But I don't know anything more. So let's see. Vatican City. So the Colosseum is there. Pantheon is, I'm probably calling that the wrong name. Sounding like an idiot. We're just going to say it's over here. Nope, not even close. It was in the UK. Okay. Told you I should have quit before. Yikes. That looks like Eastern Europe. Yeah, that is Eastern European, right? For sure. Am I going to get any more information than that? Anything else that I'll actually know? It looks slightly Mediterranean, right? So let's say Eastern Europe, but like Moldova. Yeah. Moldova. We'll pick other side of the Mediterranean. Turkey. You know, what are you gonna say? So what is that car? I don't know. Looks very US to me. Yeah, this is US. Fluorescent yellow green signs. That is not internationally standard. So we got edge line rumble strips. This looks, it doesn't, I don't know, kind of looks Midwest. Northern Midwest, Northeast Midwest. It's very Missouri-like. Missouri runs rumble strips off the edge as well. It's not necessarily common. White and blue kind of looking license plate. It can be Missouri. It just looks like. Ooh. What do we got over here? Chestnut 770. That is not a Missouri phone number, I'll tell you that. 770. Mount Gap. Mind the gap. Oof. Georgia. Our vehicle's rusty. Alabama. It does look Alabama. Michigan, North Carolina, maybe South Carolina, Michigan, None looks familiar. I live in that just looks like the like 71 going down towards Clinton in that area, but it's not, obviously. Oh, that state shape is Georgia, is it not? Oops. Oh, that's a GSP, right? I think I've seen enough YouTube chase videos to have a decent idea that looks. Now it looks like it's a little bit more north, not as. Let's not get too much towards there. Let's just go Macon, Georgia. Let's go Macon, Georgia. Not bad, 40 miles. Yeah, Georgia for sure. I knew GSP. Dude, I've seen so many GSP police chase videos on YouTube. Hey, not bad again. I'll take it. That's reasonable enough for it worldwide. I see no Hellcats rules out Atlanta. I'm just saying that was not a bad showing for me. I'll take it. I don't know who Silver 075 Stang is. Sorry. Yeah. 07 Stang. But we were very close. 47-28 to 47-89. Woo! Still got to win. That was good. That was also good. Good night, all. Thanks for the entertainment. Let's not call this part entertainment. We are rapidly losing viewers, but I love playing Geoguessr, so I can't say that I mind as much right now. I'm going back to the US though, because it makes me feel better. I'm just saying. That's that's me. That makes sense. All right, we're playing the US again. I guess it's all the same code. That's kind of nice. Let's see. You big baby, go international. We'll go back to international after this. I just have to feel better about myself when I look at the US. Stop and Shop, Citizen Bank. I should go back to a no move. So we can't move around. We're just going back. Oh, look at that. Aztec. Thick. That's a good looking Aztec. Man, those skies scream northeast, or sorry, Midwest or northeast, southeast. Jesus. Can't talk. Can we see any hint of a plate color? No. Chevy Blazer. Well, we're definitely not in an affluent area. I'll tell you that. Car wash free. What do we got up here? What do we got? Conti. That doesn't help me at all. Mike's Collision. This. Oh God. This is road closed. You don't say. Pennsylvania. Yeah, it feels kind of Pennsylvania. I don't know. It feels a little nice for Pennsylvania, but that phone number could. Cash for clunkers, buy, sell. Oof. I don't know. This doesn't. New signal. Must have paid for it with this brand new big old car wash. The signs feel like a challenge rather than a statement. Yeah, like you can try. Impress. Cleaners and antiques. Yikes. Jeez. Oh, that's yeah, I know what that is. Okay. Okay. Keep going. Oh my, this is feeling more and more Pennsylvania. The more and we wait, this could 401 area code. I could Google that and probably find it, but we're not Googling. What we got here. RI Animal Hospital. Well, I was saying it looks pretty Pennsylvania-like. We got a neighbor. It's pretty goddamn small. So let's just drop in. We were pretty close. 5.9 miles. I'll take it. We got somebody who wanted their house blurred out. Can we see which way we can get out of this goddamn neighborhood? Man. Big houses, nice trees. Newport Place, Blackburn. Interesting sidewalks. Those are called truncated dome with detectable warning strips. Technically, or typically, you don't see that large of a detectable warning area. Usually you just see a pad down at the base. And also, the detectable warning should be guiding a visually impaired person towards the other side of the sidewalk. This is no longer ADA compliant. This is guiding them out into the middle of the road, which is not what you want to do. So I'm just saying, in case you were wondering. In case you'd like to talk more about traffic. Is it for blind people? Yes, it is. And it's called truncated dome because those little bumps, they would be a full dome, but they go and then they get cut off so that they're called truncated dome. There you go. Oh man, where the fuck is this? Enclave. That does not help. Yikes. Williamson County maintenance ends. So if we go that way, we're going out of the city. Therefore, I don't know where Williamson County is. It sounds northeast. Damn, I thought I was a nerd. Let's see. We're going towards a school here. Anything we can see that gives us any hints with their construction style? Trees? Not really. Don't see any. Extreme flag football. Okay. Double file trail. Fund Texas's future. Well, that gets us not. This freaking place is so goddamn big. That doesn't help us a whole lot. Got like a pizza box over her head. Oh boy. So Peasant Ridge. None of this shit's gonna help us. We're just gonna pick a wild ass guess. This doesn't. Let's just pick a suburb. Let's pick Plano. Oof. It was Austin? God, it did not look like Austin at all. Nell Brand Glass Company. This asshole. Why do these dickheads park the wrong way? Who does this? Look at this. This street is so chaotic. You don't park the wrong way on a street. At least I fixed it in this view. Avondale. It's awesome. Have fun in Avondale. Container Village, basically. Wow, this got gentrified super quick. Look at this place. Facebook, Instagram. Alabama. Hoover, Alabama. I don't know where Hoover, Alabama is, but goddamn right I do. 8.5 miles. That's not too shabby. I would not have guessed Alabama. No, I know it got the ooh, look at this. Okay. This looks West Coast or Western US. Oh wow, this is gorgeous. I guess it could be like South Dakota too. Rockwood, that sounds Dakota-esque. DSNGRR Department. Doesn't give me any state information. Rockwood? Does that mean anything to anybody? Damn it. I want that sign. You gotta be kidding me. Get me over there. Stupid thing. Hate when they do that. Oh, it says La Plata County or something like that. Okay, that doesn't help. Looks like Idaho, Oregon. It definitely looks west to me. I mean, you got some big ass mountains up there. Those are just, what do we got here? No, that doesn't help. Eastern Washington? I thought that was more high desert. Oof. God, it's beautiful wherever it is. I did not see the mountains down. Yeah, no, this is gorgeous. We got something to look at up here. Glacier. So Glacier National Park. Look at that. Oh my God. So Wyoming, maybe? Wind River, Rock Springs. There's Glacier, Montana. Glacier's Montana, isn't it? Helena, Flathead. I'm going to guess Custer. God, where the hell is Glacier National Park? Forest National, Beaverhead, Deertown. Oof, that does not. By the border. What border? They have so many borders. Reservation. Yellowstone. God damn it. Oh, the Canadian border is all the way up there? Okay, I'm taking a wild ass guess and just going up in this area. Oh, Colorado. It's Durango. Okay. Well, I was way off. Western Slope. Dang, not even close. Ooh, this is northeast. Definitely northeast. These are Vance, Roland. Or this could be. This looks kind of Georgia-like, doesn't it? $757. Ah, damn. Dang it. Can't these people put some goddamn contact information on their vehicles? This looks sitting on the front porch. I'm gonna. These people got a lot of painters around here. Virginia. Okay, yeah, that would continue the northeast feel. Kurgan. Care about their lawns a lot. I'll tell you that. This place is freaking nuts. This neighborhood is ridiculous. I was thinking Georgia. Let's say Richmond, north of Richmond. Close enough. 102 miles. Ooh, we did not win that one. We were way down that list. Still got an overall points lead. That's fine. But no. HOA would suck ass. Didn't see anything fun. Dude, for real. What a bummer looking place that was. Let's see. 9:14. Started at 6:30, so we'll go to 9:30. And we'll go back to all. I'm not doing famous places. Should we just pick some random country? Greece, Hungary, Thailand, Taiwan. Should we try Taiwan? I don't know anything about Taiwan. Germany. See some Porches. Turkmenistan. Turkmenistan. Let's try Taiwan. Let's yeah, why not? Okay. So Taichung. It doesn't look like it could. I guess it could be Taipei. I'm moving around because that will clearly help me. We're gonna say Taipei. I'm gonna go Southwest District. Exact opposite end of the island. I was super close. Yeah. Okay. We have a mirror that helps. Dag. Little K-truck there. It's interesting. Okay, so we're This guy's having a party later, it looks like. We're going to say countryside, eastern. We're going to say right about here. Again, not close. 63 miles. Is that a Call of Duty map? It's the same spot you just did. All right, some more industrial here. So we're gonna be closer to something decent. Ooh, that's an old man, that's an old asphalt machine. Or that's a grinder, isn't it? Are they using the same? Let's see what they've got for is that the exhaust? Wow. That is an old machine. That's like a 60s or 70s grinder. Wow. So, asphalt plant, industrial area. We're going to be near industrial shit, which that sounds more south end of the island. We're going to go near a port city. So, let's say could have been worse. Could have been worse. Weren't that far away. 19 miles. City of Compton. All right. Now we're agriculture area. So exact opposite again. Almost couldn't have been further from the right area. You can see my anything cool. Shocks, pegs, lucky. Roads are better than states. Putting a grinder to work. I mean, these roads are not bad. I agree. I mean, this paving is lines are kept up. Ooh, got a Mercedes over there. Anything else good? New Toyota. We're big city here. So this is definitely 1000% type A. Yeah. We were pretty decent there. I'll take that one. Did not hit bronze. All right, we have 10 minutes left. We'll probably get a couple more done. We're going back to the US of A. Goddamn US of A. And we're changing to no move. We get no chance to zoom around. That is an 84 Honda. How dare you? Oh my God. A lot of crushers came here from Asia. We had to make our own replacement. Interesting. I did not know that they were coming from there. GTI right there. To Mongolia next. I don't even know where Mongolia is. Just know it's by China. Because Mongolian beef comes from the Mongolian region. Right. No move. That means we can zoom around, spin around, zoom in and out, but we do not get to drive around anywhere. Okay, this is the desert. Everything is very dirty, dusty, whatever you're going to call it. They're very worried about the sun. This is giving New Mexico. This could be high desert California too. Arizona, New Mexico, high desert California. Let's say is this outside of Phoenix? El Paso, Texas. Um, God, does this look like a shitty town? Does this look like a shitty town? I mean, some of these cars absolutely just cooked. Door doesn't even close. I won the last one. Tracy, California. Oh God, this is God, this is garbage. Maybe bigger town. This looks like a bigger town than that. This is just outside of Phoenix. Doesn't look like Tucson. Tucson. It was Phoenix. Fuck. God. I was thinking. I just didn't feel like it looked like Phoenix enough. Damn it. Oh, nice parkway. Wide parkway. Brown poles. Old style. A lot of brick. A lot of brick. Okay. Wide roads doesn't make me think too far northeast, but a lot of brick definitely pushes me further east. So, I mean, these streets look. This is giving me like an Illinois type feel. Maryland, you think? Detroit, I mean, yeah, like Washington State. I feel like it's east. Tennessee, it feels further north than that. We have bricks in the south too, you know. This just feels Illinois, like, yeah, Illinois, Indiana, even Ohio. It could be a suburb in Indianapolis. Let's go northeast, Indy. Look at that, 18 miles. That's pretty good. That was a good guess. I'll take that guess. Take that guess all day. Ooh, yeah, obviously. Okay. We're just gonna drop in. Not bad. 7 miles. Take it. It was an obvious choice. I've never been here, so I have no idea on anything about Hawaii, but like we were pretty close. Oof. Overhead wires, drapey trees. This feels Florida. This feels slightly central Florida. I guess it could be like Louisiana, Alabama, Louisiana. Man. It doesn't look, the trees don't look rapey enough to be Georgia. So I'm thinking it's still in, I think this looks like Florida. I'm going to go slightly inland. That was too far north, but yeah, that Vero Beach. Okay. Yeah, that seems reasonable. I've spent time in this area, Stewart, West Palm, whatnot. Okay. Well, I think this one's got some obvious to it, right? This looks very flat, very Texas. Are there any cowboy hats visible? So we're going to say Amarillo by morning. .8 miles. All again. 3.8 miles. I'll take that all day. Road looks too crappy for Texas. Any cowboy racks on the truck? Hit the like, y'all. Hit the like if you are putting up with this ridiculous content. We got time. Ooh, it's 9:28. We have time for one more. That round was pretty decent. I'll take it. I'll take it. One more speed round. Truck, all hat, no cattle. Speed round. See what we got. 5 minutes 36. That was pretty good. That was a good round. All right. One last. Starting the game. Going quick. Back of a Walmart super center. Costco. This is red top, blue bottom. Is that Indiana? Red top, blue bottom. Or is that South Dakota? Red top, blue bottom. God damn it. Idaho's red top, blue bottom? On the license plate? It looks kind of, I mean, might not be red, but maybe it's just blue bottom. Urgh. Boise? Just going to go Boise? Not even close. Yeah. We're not recovering from that one. Yeah, we're bricks must be down where Buck Dandy lives because they got bricks down there too, you know. Ooh, Parish. This actually is down where Buck Dandy lives. Buck Dandy, where do you live? Louisiana. Let's say. Let's see. It is totally where Buck Dandy lives. I want to know how close Buck Dandy lives to Lake Charles, Louisiana. Yeah, suck it. Is this cyber stalking? You see Parish on a sign, you know it's Louisiana. That's just an easy way to go. All right, we got some shitbox Chevy. Shitbox Ford fucking Ranger. We got those aren't ferns, but Ridge Estates, Scenic Delwood. I said this was going to be a fast round, but it is turning out not to be. You're mean to all my vehicles. I love them. I'm saying that's a shit box. Junipers. Yeah, I was thinking because it doesn't look fern-like, but God, it's in the hills, so yeah, but those do look fern-like on the like just that fine leaf stuff. It doesn't look big leaf Midwest. God, damn it. This is making me think Northwest, even though first gut was gives Tennessee, first gut was Kentucky, Smoky Mountain. I mean, it does kind of feel that way, but it also kind of feels like Pacific Northwest, but it doesn't seem mossy and covered enough to be Northwest, does it? Let's say Chattanooga. Hey, that's pretty close. That's not bad. I'll take it. It was Alabama, but Chattanooga, we were right. I was right on the border. So I was actually, well, I was on the border of Georgia, but either way, we were close. Oh God. We're in the fucking swamps again. Buck Danny, where do you live? I'm kidding. Ooh, we got a digger over there. But seriously, we're in the goddamn swamps. What's going on here? Oh, this is the worst. This is the worst one ever. We got is that a 10-yard roll off? Overhead power lines. I'm gonna. This looks. Is there anything at all to tell me anything? Just not. Trees look. Okay, we're gonna say Iowa. No, it doesn't feel. Let's go Cedar Rapids. No, you don't think so? Central Ohio, Pensacola, Florida, Southern Missouri. See, it feels further Midwest. No, man, it feels. I'm going with it. It was Arkansas. Okay. The right longitude, latitude was off. Greenbush, old Greenbush, you know. God damn it. Snow emergency route. Okay, so that tells us that we're a little bit more north. Don't worry, Buck. We're not near your house this time. Yeah, they're serious about their goddamn snow emergency. They've got a thing on the fire hydrant to give you a snow height, so you also know that it's quite a ways north because they're worried about getting significant amounts of snow. Good amount of pines. Still have a lot of overhead power. that does not ring a bell on the sign color or anything. So I'm thinking that we're up north. Does this look like Michigan State, or does it look New York State? New York gets a good, I feel like they get too much climate control based on the ocean to get too much. I'm going to say Michigan State. Mount Pleasant. No, it's not Michigan. You're saying New York, huh? Minnesota, Maryland, New York. Well, my first thought was like in between Michigan and New York. Utica. It was New York. Actually, oh, it was close. Wow. They really have snow emergency route that close? Wild. Okay. That was the last one, though. And it looks like I think we got Jerry was close. But I eked out a win. Done, everybody. Thank you for another ridiculous stream. I like Geoguessr. It's a lot of fun. But that's it for the night. Thank you all very much. Calling it a little over 3 hours. Have fun, everybody. Geoguessr is available to play by yourself as well. Hit the like button on your way out. Love you. Bye.